Backstage at Boston Calling. We are broadcasting live courtesy of Miller Lite. I'm Julie Kramer. We're here with Clairo. Excellent set.
Thank you so much.
I loved it. I was up super close amongst everybody else cheering and going crazy. And I'm going to tell you what I loved.
Okay.
I love that you walked out on stage, you smiled, and you totally owned it.
Thank you so much.
It was like you walked out, you looked at everybody, and you probably didn't even realize. You kind of smiled at everyone who was cheering, and you friggin' nailed it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was a really fun set. It was probably one of my favorite sets I've ever done, honestly. It's been kind of surreal to be here in general because I've been going to Boston Calling my whole life. I have been going since the first one, so to be able to play is kind of
Isn't that nice?
surreal. Yeah.
So you grew up in Carlisle.
Yeah.
Now, does your family live there now, or did everybody move?
No, my parents moved back to Atlanta, which is where we're like originally from.
But you went to high school in Carlisle because I met
In
one of your
Concord,
classmates.
yeah.
And I met her in the crowd. I felt like everybody I was standing amongst. I was hanging out sort of before you came on, and everyone was chatting about you and how much they liked you. And once you came on, and everyone was going a little crazy, it was really nice to be in the thick of it. Well, everyone was really enjoying the moment. So now I'm in it, but when you're looking out at it, tell me about that.
I mean, today was really special. It definitely felt like people were connected and enjoying it. I didn't see a lot of phones, which I really appreciate. I felt like I really got to connect with the people that came there for the music. And every time I get to perform, I try to connect with people and see their energy and try to match it.
Yeah. Do you now it was daytime, so I know that's a lot different than being in a club when it's dark. Can you see people out there singing your songs?
Yeah.
And, like, I don't
During
know.
the day, you say?
Well, during the day you could probably
Yeah.
see Father, right?
Mhm.
At night you probably only see like the first few rows.
Right,
So
yeah.
What was it like seeing all the sea of people just like, oh?
It was crazy. It was a way bigger crowd than I thought I was going to get at all. So that was pretty jarring at first. But, I mean, people seem to know the words, which is always
Isn't
an
that
honor.
awesome?
Yeah.
They're singing your song?
It's the only thing I could ask for is that people connect with it and enough where they know the words and will sing it, and especially after putting out my single, seeing everyone sing to that already, and it's been out for a day. That's
Crazy, isn't
like,
it?
there's no better feeling.
Now, is it true that you taught yourself music by watching YouTube videos?
For the most part, yeah.
Now, did you hurt your back or something? What's the crazy story I heard? How were you like in your bedroom, or I don't know. I feel like I read this crazy story that you taught yourself how to play YouTube, watching YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
videos.
YouTube was definitely a huge part of the learning curve. I would watch people play specific songs that I really liked, and I would pay attention to where their fingers were, and I'd learn chords from just visually. I still don't really know all the names of every chord that I'm playing, but I'm able to visualize it. So, I mean, I'm learning kind of backwards, but it works for me.
Right. Whatever works, right, Claire?
Yeah.
You have a new record coming out August
I
2nd,
do.
Immunity,
Mhm.
and you work with Rostam.
I did.
So tell me, how did that happen?
So he was a fan of my song Flaming Hot Cheetos.
And I noticed you see the girl with the Cheetos
Yeah.
because you were like, hey, Cheetos.
That happens a lot,
I'm like,
actually.
Put the Cheetos down, lady. You're in my shot.
It's kind of crazy how much that happens.
They're weird.
But
Do you get to keep them and eat them?
sometimes I usually don't eat them anymore. They like tear up my stomach. It's just not enjoyable to eat like constantly. It's not healthy. But yeah, so Rostam really liked the song, and he invited me to his New York show at Brooklyn Steel, and he told me that he had taught the orchestra Flaming Hot Cheetos and invited me to come sing it with him.
Oh,
So
fun.
I went to New York and sang it, a version of Flaming Hot Cheetos with an orchestra, and it was the first time that he and I had met. It was a pretty surreal experience, but from then on we made one song together called Feel Something, and I've been performing that for the last year. But we got more time together, and I was working on an EP for a long time and was kind of just focused on producing myself and figuring out what I wanted to do and what I wanted the project to be about. And I was going to call it Diary 2 to allude to the first EP that I had made. But the more I worked with him, the further away I got from that idea, and I just kind of let the record happen. And we just continued to make songs together that really mean a lot to me. And I brought a lot of really special songs to him that we like got to flesh out together. And I was a really big part of every part of the production. And
So he like co-produced it with
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Did he co-write it with you as well? Or
There are a few songs where we're co-producing and I've written the whole thing, or he produced the whole thing and he co-wrote. So it's kind of a collaborative effort, the whole record. But it's like a child to both of us. We've worked so hard on it, and there would be times where it's really late at night and we're arguing over like the sound of a drum. It seems so like minuscule and so arbitrary to be focusing on, but now that we've finished it, it feels so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that comes out August 2nd. You've got Governor's Ball. You've got a big festival in Barcelona. I mean, I feel like you've been on the road sort of on and off the last couple of years. You played the Dice a while ago,
Definitely.
Paradise.
Yeah. Oh, no, I played the Sinclair.
The Sinclair.
Yeah.
Which was sold out. And then I noticed as I was looking at your tour back then, like so a lot of your shows are selling out like crazy.
It's pretty wild. I never expect that, but when it happens, it's always so crazy. And I don't even know how to describe how that feels, but it just is really nice to be able to go around the world and hear the words that you wrote.
Now, you're also going to be picking up a tour with Khalid?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, and you're friends with him?
Yeah, he also liked my song Flaming Hot Cheetos and reached out to me, and we kind of...
That's a song that obviously has hit a lot of people.
Yeah, which I'm happy about. I do really like that song still, because I like the lyrics, and I think it's, out of the songs I have right now, it's probably lyrically the best. But Khalid liked that song, and we kind of became friends and would hang out when we were in the same city. And then recently he got the offer, or he sent me the offer, and I was so shocked because the places that we're playing are places I never have even stepped foot in or dreamed of.
So where are you going?
Well, at Madison Square Garden to start.
Wow,
and
nice.
Staples Center, and we're playing TD Garden here. It's just...
So you're stepping up and doing some real big venues.
Yeah.
You did Coachella.
Yeah, that was
I
really
liked your Coachella sets.
Thanks.
Yeah, they were good. You got a lot of really good positive buzz coming out of Coachella. I mean, I don't even know if you bother reading reviews.
I try not to read a lot of it just because I think negative or positive, it's still influencing you.
Yeah.
So
they were good.
Yeah, it felt great, of course. And I'm glad that people could resonate with it. I mean, I'm trying to get better at performing, and I'm trying to just improve in every part of this. I feel like I'm learning while people are looking at me, and that's kind of a difficult process, but the fact that people see growth already is what I can is all I can ask for.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's you're moving up. You're
trying.
doing your thing. The more you play out, the better you get, the more comfortable you are, right?
Definitely. Yeah, and today was, I think, a really good day for me performance-wise. I felt like all the touring has been worth it.
Yeah. And well, when you figure after you do this, you hop on with Khalid, then you'll probably do some shows when your record comes out on your own. You're talking a year from now, you're going to be at a whole nother level.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to take it all in slowly. I try not to think about all the different shows I'm about to be doing. I usually only think about it the day before.
Yeah, instead of getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, because I think that's the only way for me to not get overwhelmed and think that,
yeah,
it's really crazy, but it's
kind of get out of your head a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me about growing up. Your parents were a big musical influence on you. Talk to me about some of the music
Definitely.
they fed you as a kid. I know the Cocteau Twins was one of them.
Yeah, so my mom was really into alternative music, and specifically British alternative music.
She liked Britpop?
Yeah, she loved that. Loved it. And that's kind of what I grew up on her end, like Cocteau Twins, Trash Can Sinatras, the Railway Children, lots of factory records influences, and it was really cool. I learned all about the Smiths from her, and my dad is not really a fan of that. So he's more like Al Green, Brenton Wood, lots of 60s soul, which is also very important to me. We we bond in the car over singing Al Green songs, and that was kind of my entire childhood.
Right.
So the fact that they're so different, I definitely now, in retrospect, can see how I fall in between, or just my taste falls
Well,
very
you have
in the
a
middle.
nice wide spectrum, and you're a big fan of rap too.
Yeah, definitely. I think rap music is really important.
And you have you've done some rap mixes.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
everybody bring up DJ Baby Ben?
sometimes
Yeah.
it's
Is that
really
your
funny
alter
to me.
ego? 'Cause now
Kind
you have,
of.
like 3, right?
It's kind of just like a joke, like the alter ego part of it. But I started making them when I did an art program in Philadelphia for visual art in high school. I was like screen printing and spending long hours in the studio. And I kind of was just getting agitated about how my playlists weren't lining up, or they would shuffle at the wrong times and I wouldn't be able to hear all the songs I wanted to hear. So I would make mixes to just listen to songs the way I wanted to. And I would upload them so that I could just access them.
And then people got into it?
Yeah, and then it just kind of became a thing, and then I started using it to showcase what I've been listening to recently in terms of rap, and trying to give some of the smaller SoundCloud rappers that I really love a platform. Yeah, I think it's really cool to appreciate music that's really different from you, and to see the beauty in
You have
something
a wide
that
spectrum.
it's
good.
important. I think it's important to.
You're not pigeonholed.
Yeah, I think it helps me approach sessions better. It helps me approach writing better if I don't think about what kind of song I want to make.
Or who
I want to hear
music,
it. Yeah,
right.
like what genre do I want this to fall into?
I like the new single Bags.
Thank you.
It's super lush. It's got nice production to it. I'm so looking forward to the record. Immunity comes out August 2nd. Clairo. Claire, thank you very, very much
Thanks
for
for
talking
having
to
me.
us. indie617 live from Boston Calling, courtesy of Miller Lite.